Aquarius, hello, welcome to this channel. This is your monthly reading for November. Thank you for being here. I hope you are doing well. Let's see what's coming through for you. You can use this for your sun, moon, and rising sign if you want to book a personal reading. The link is in the description box below. Send me either an email or you can use the link to schedule a reading. So now let's see what's on the cards for you. This will be a Celtic cross. I will show you the cards. In November, we will be in the energy of justice and judgment. Now, judgment has to do with release. It has to do with staying open to different ideas, different perspectives, and opening up to something new, trying something new, something different. The opportunity will be there, and it may feel like coming out of the comfort zone. You might have to okay, in order to do something new and different. On the other hand, justice has to do with decisions. It has to do with the daily choices and decisions we make, or it could also be important decisions, because these choices and decisions create our life. Sometimes it may feel like it's very insignificant, but it adds up and becomes our reality. So the energy reminds us to be conscious of what choices and decisions we are making, and the consequences, the long term consequences. So yeah, and justice also is about fairness and making fair decisions, things like that. So let's see how that's playing out in your life. Okay, so Aquarius, the center of the reading, you have Three of Wands. That's manifestation. Nine of Swords. Subconscious is Hierophant. And past possession is Four of Pentacles. And for the conscious possession, you have Star. Immediate future is Three of Swords. Advice for the month of November, Ace of Pentacles. And environment, Knight of Cups. Opportunities, Page of Wands. And then final outcome card is Eight of Cups. And then King of Wands is on the back of the deck. You have King of Wands, Page of Wands. So someone you are connecting with, someone you are dealing with. So this is fire signs. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy coming through. And Star is your card. Star is ruled by your sign. And Hierophant is Taurus energy. And Knight of Cups is water sign. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy coming through. So this could be your social circle, the people you interact with on a day-to-day basis. On the other hand, this could also be it could be that these signs are in your chart or the energy that you are embodying. Now, King of Wands is on the back of the deck. This is all about, responsibilities, duties, leadership is what this energy is. So for some, it could be taking initiatives, taking lead, or it could be leading by example. If there is something, the change that you want to see in your external, this is reminding you to be the change. Hierophant is in the subconscious. So this is also the energy that you are embodying. Aquarius, this is all about leveling up, rising above your challenges and moving to the next level. For some, it has to do with spirituality. So it could be spiritual awareness and, spiritual knowledge, seeking, you being a guide, being the leader, and being a source of guidance and inspiration for others. How do we do that? We don't do that with words. We do that by just living our life, by living our life in a truthful, honest, way and holding on to our values, our integrity, we teach others to do the same, so words don't teach, actions do. So this is all about leading by example and being a source of guidance and inspiration for others. For some of you guys, it could be other things. It could be through your creative work, writing, speaking, your social media post maybe. Or for some it could be like if you are in a service based industry, then this also has to do with um, expansion, meaning you coming across clients, um, and people who need your suggestions, your perspectives. So for some of you guys, this could be counseling, therapy, or it could also be some spiritual healing work. So like Reiki, Tai Chi, yoga. So for some, it could be like maybe you are a medical practitioner, helping people in some way. Like it could be through the what you do, or it could be that people are um, coming to you for your perspectives and ideas. So yeah. And King of Wands on the other hand is asking you to stay open to different way of doing things and different perspectives. So this is where I'm not seeing that. So this has to do with what do you call traditional views. um, and we are living in different times now. So it has to do with asking yourself, okay, what works and what do not anymore. Sometimes we have been living in a certain way, have the same views, and for such a long time that we don't realize that times have changed. People have changed now. The old way of doing things don't work anymore. So then we have to adjust to new times. So that's what this energy is reminding you, because the challenges that you are coming across now may have something to do with um, perspectives, the way you see your situation, the way you see yourself, things like that. So just know like what this is all about, where you are coming across these challenges. And this is where you may find yourself clinging on to something. So it could be attachments, like people you love, and the way you want to do things, expectations. For some it could also be about finance, money, beliefs. So beliefs, way of doing things like that. So if that is not working anymore, then it has to do with release. And so yeah, Three of Wands here is about exploring new way of doing things, seeing the bigger picture, and then making necessary adjustments. So what is it that you need to release and let go of? So King of Wands here is also reminding you, if you come across critical feedback or harsh judgments or something like that, take it with a pinch of salt. And do not let that bother you much. But again, it's a chance for you to look at something in a different way and see if this information is useful. If yes, then use it to make improvements. If not, then toss it, and don't even worry about it. So it all has to do with where this is coming from. So for instance, if everybody has an opinion, like for instance, if you want to start a business and you are asking somebody for their perspectives, and if they say something to discourage you, so know what this person has done in their own life. you know ha, so that is important to know. So sometimes people come from their own insecurities, their own fear, and maybe their intention is right, maybe they just want to protect you, but then maybe they are coming from their own fear and insecurities, and that may not work for you. So it's important to know where, what is it that you want to do, and trust your own judgments, trust your own experiences, your own skills, your own knowing. That is important here. And this is emotional stuff that you may be holding on to. Maybe something someone said, did, something to do with past experiences. And is it time to how important this is it something that's going to be important in few months from now, a year from now? If not, then maybe it's not important. Maybe in this right now, maybe it is, but then in the bigger scheme of things, maybe it's not that important. So it again, it's all about turning around this situation to understand how, what is this trying to teach you, what is it trying to, how this is helping you understand yourself better. Maybe this is reminding you to be your own person, stand up for what you believe is right, hold on to your own personal opinions, your skills, your knowing, and be more brave, make your own decisions, and take calculated risk and do whatever it is that you want to do. So sometimes when we come across certain situations, it's kind of discouraging and disappointing, but maybe there, when we look closer, we will realize that there is an opportunity. So that's what you want to look for. Keep your eyes on the light, keep your eyes on the possibilities. Maybe it won't be comfortable, like knowing that about ourselves, but then maybe that is also will help you um, make necessary changes to enhance the quality of your life. So yes, and that's what I am seeing here. For some of you, it could be codependencies. When we place our happiness into other people's hands, we feel this way. So no, like, what's going on and how can you set yourself free from this mental prison. So this is where you are feeling regretful about something, like missed opportunities, lost times, something that is bothering you here. But again, it's a learning opportunity. So find the opportunities there, be an opportunist. Curious, and there is an opportunity hidden in this experience. Know what this is all about, because if it has something to do with your past experiences, maybe something that you are coming across in your present moment, you can use those lessons. So if you are thinking about your past, and if you are feeling bad about certain things, know what you have learned, and know what is it that you are coming across now, where you can apply those lessons. And that's how we win in life. So yes. And maybe that will also help you guide others. Maybe your past experiences is will also help you uh, be the guide and inspiration for others. So this is loneliness. So this is where you are telling yourself, okay, I don't have any friends, I don't have this and that and whatnot. But that is not true. We yeah. So people, what I'm seeing is, you know you have one, two, three code cards, and then you also have hierophant. So this is, with these energies here with hierophant and star, this is where you are guiding others in some way, but you are by yourself. Or it could be through your work, you are helping others in some way, but in you might find yourself being alone, and that's a little bit disappointing. But it's all about, again, knowing, um, taking your so sometimes what we need to do is we have to focus on, sometimes we have to take the focus out of what's going on. Like, again, it has to do with seeing the bigger picture. Sometimes we are so self-absorbed that we don't see the bigger picture. So know who is, so this the way this is the way you can release these feelings is by focusing on the other. So it could be charity, it could be volunteer work, it could be spending some time with those who will appreciate your company, appreciate your time. This could be sharing your knowing with others and helping someone how to do something. Or it could also be reaching out and taking initiatives and calling that person and meeting someone, things like that. So there are people who will appreciate your company. So know who they are, and then reach out and so that's what you are doing here with Knight of Cups. This is where you are taking a leap of faith, meaning whatever it is that you are, the challenges that you are coming across, Aquarius, this is where you are taking some practical steps in order to find solutions. So for some of you guys, if you are feeling lonely, then this has to do with finding your people, finding your tribe, and forming deeper connections with others. For some, if it has something to do with your health, like for instance, if you are not sleeping well, or if you are, yeah, if it has something to do with your health, then this is where you are taking the necessary steps. Like, for instance, you are changing up your diet, staying hydrated, exercising, creating some kind of balance in your life. So you are so some routine where you can like go to bed at a certain time, wake up at a certain time. So like a routine always helps. So yes, sometimes we don't like that structure in our life, because we want to be in the flow and doing um, um, yeah, being flexible. However, with a routine, it helps, the body. Like, for instance, if you are going to bed at the same time, then the body knows, that it's sleep time. Then it will automatically fall, you will automatically fall asleep when you are in the bed. Um, so things like that. And so it's all about whatever challenges you are coming across. For instance, if it has something to do with your relationships, then again it has to do with maybe open conversations, maybe releasing expectations and letting things be and not worrying too much about things, because everybody is going through their own stuff, um, things like that. So it's all about seeing things from a higher perspective, or seeking guidance and talking to someone, getting the perspectives. Maybe by doing that you will see things from a different angle, and that would be really helpful. Or it could also be taking up a spiritual practice, like for instance meditation. It could be yoga, it could be something that will help you balance and center your energies and calm the mind, would be really helpful. So your advice is Ace of Pentacles, and Ace of Pentacles is a golden opportunity. So whatever it is that you are coming across now, the difficulties, there is an opportunity hidden in them. So know what the opportunities are and what is this trying to teach you. And on the other hand, we can either ignore the lessons and pretend that we don't see it, we don't, you know, and go on with our life. But these lessons will come back. You know, so again, it's all about um, improving, changing the quality of our life, and knowing that there is a better way to do things. There is a better way to live our life. You know, so on the other hand, Ace of Pentacles could be other things as well, something tangible. So it could be a new friendship, a new relationship, you starting a new job, you starting a new business. For some, it could be a move, changing homes, starting a new creative project, things like that, investing in yourself. So, whatever it is that's important for you now, you are investing in yourself, meaning it could be that you are learning a new skill, you are you're reaching out to a mentor, reading books. See, so you are deepening your knowledge, You are not going by the surface, the superficiality. Instead, you are deepening your knowledge, and you are committed, you are determined, you are committed to whatever it is that um, you want to do, the goals and dreams that's important for you. And hierophant is also asking you to, yes, seek mentorship, counseling, therapies, things like that. So use others expertise to find solutions. On the other hand, it could also be traditional views. So sometimes there is value in tradition, something you used to do in the past, something your parents used to do. So you don't have to then reinvent the wheel. So for some of you guys, it could be like, for instance, if you are starting a business, then it's about taking, seeing others who are in the same business as you are, what is it that they are doing. So we don't always have to, again, reinvent the wheel. Whatever it is that you are doing, somebody is great at it. Somebody has, um, you know, is already doing it. So um, take um, see take inspiration from them, whatever it is, how they are living their life, how they do things, things like that. So for some, it could also be webinars, you attending workshops and things like that, or it could be you doing these things in order to teach and guide others, Aquarius. So that's nice. All right. So in the past position, you have Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is, I'm looking at my hair, is so distracting. It's all over the place. I just had a hair wash. So Four of Pentacles could either be something to do with health. So if you are experiencing like chest pain, congestion, inflammation, headaches, and if you are not sleeping well, then seek guidance, seek help. Make that appointment and go to a doctor in order to find out what exactly is going on the other hand, this sees attachments to ideas, beliefs, the way you do things, expectations, things like that. How that's helping you again. How can you, what is it that needs to be released in order for you to be happy. So that is something to be mindful of. Yes, it's, again, like I said in the beginning, it may feel like it's challenging, it's difficult, because you have been doing things in a certain way, but maybe it's now time to let go, release, and to free yourself from all these attachments. For some, it could be people in your life. If that is the case, then it's all about giving everybody the freedom to be who they are. We all are born with, we all are intelligent people. We don't have to do, always be there for others and solve their problems and hold their hand and spoon feed them. They can do things themselves. So it's all about um, identifying, recognizing their their intelligence, and knowing that, yes, they know how to do things. But sometimes, if we are always there and helping them with things, they will never learn. And if when you are not there, then they will be like, lost. So it's important to teach others how to take care of things themselves. So it's about being there, and but then letting them do things themselves. So that is what I'm seeing here: freedom, letting people be, and um, not wanting to always solve their problems, do things for them, things like that. So, and then you have, yeah, that will be a little bit challenge if it feels like you are responsible, and that you have to be there. So that is ego, Aquarius. That, the knowing that you are responsible for everything. That's not good, like especially like the people you are working with, or it could be your kids, your family members, your friends, things like that. So yeah, leadership is all about empowering others. It's not about doing things for them, and spoon feeding them. It has to do with empowering others, to helping them stand up in their own 2 feet, and appreciating their independence, appreciating their intelligence, things like that. So giving space, giving everybody the breathing space to be their own person, and also giving yourself that space. With this, it feels like, wherever you are, it may feel like you are suffocated. So know why you are feeling that way, but this is where you are detaching. For some it could be travel coming through, for some it could be emotional detachment. All right, so now, um okay, so center, yeah, this is what I was talking about. So Four of Pentacles. So for some of you guys, it may have something to do with money. So if you are coming across a financial, some this thing, like, uh, with this it feels like, with this and this, it feels like you are taking necessary steps. So it could be looking for a side hustle, looking for a new job, starting a new business, and reaching out to, reaching out for, like, could be a financial advisor, things like that, so learning about finance. So that is something that you are doing here, like how to invest, how to make your money grow. um, Something like that is coming through. On the other hand, it could also be you staying in a budget, um, and spending your hard-earned money wisely. So for some of you guys, Three of Wands here is also you hearing from someone, and whatever it is that you are hearing, it's a little bit disappointing. But then, it's reminding you to keep the emotions aside, and practical thinking is also important. Meaning, sometimes our emotions clouds our judgments. It won't be possible for us to see things more clearly when we are emotional. So it's about asking yourself, okay, this is the information that I am coming across, how is it useful for me? So if you are feeling bad, then it's about learning from what happened, and then using it, and then letting go. So it sounds very simple, it's hard to do, but then it's not impossible, it's possible. And that's what you are doing here with the star card. Star is about your north star, you moving in the right direction. For some of you guys, it could be memories, um, that you are coming across, past memories. And so if you have lost someone, this is where the healing is happening. You might come across some memories, and you might feel sensitive. So this is where you are stirring up your subconscious, and things may come up to the surface. So just know what's going on around new moon and full moon time in November. Maybe you will come across some new information, and but then that is not there to hurt you or harm you. It's there for you to look at it in a new light, so you can heal and then release and move on. So healing is happening. So for some of you guys, it could be physical, like for instance, if it's your health, this is where you are recovering. So you have to stay away from the noise and the daily busyness of everyday life in order to focus on yourself. On the other hand, it could also be emotional healing. So be aware of the situations that you are coming across, and ask you and look at them objectively, without getting involved, getting entangled in them, without dwelling in them. look at them objectively to understand, okay, this is what I am coming across now. What is this experience teaching me, and what is it that needs to be, that I need to release? So it's a process, Aquarius, but you are on it. But the star here has to do with your intuition and also dreams. So maybe think about writing down the dreams that you are coming across. Maybe there is a message for you. On the other hand, this is also reminding you to create some kind of balance in your life, so you can also find time for you, for the things that you enjoy doing. Yes, you might find yourself like sensitive. So know what you can do to. So it's about, our sensitivity is our superpower. When we are, so like, for especially if you are in a service based industry, being sensitive is a superpower, because it will help you really understand what's going on with the other person and what is it that they need. However, but if you are disappointed, if you are hurt, then it won't be possible for you to help anybody. So it's important to know, it has to do with environment wherever you are, and how it's affecting you, your health, your well-being and things like that. On the other hand, if you are in a safe space, then it will be possible for you to use your sensitivity to understand what's going on with the other person and help them in some way. Be there for someone. So yeah, but if that can only happen when you are feeling secure within yourself, when you are feeling safe, secure, and that when you are able to establish that sense of peace and harmony with it, then it will be possible for you to help someone. So that is the challenge, and that is something that is coming through for you. So how can you, yeah, sometimes like certain things are not in our control when it comes to environment and everything. Like, for instance, if it's a workspace, you still have to go to work, you know. So yeah, know how you want to navigate that situation. All right, and then this is misunderstandings, so it can be easily resolved through a conversation, open conversations. um, Okay. And then here with Knight of Cups is in the environment. So this is where you are taking a leap of faith, whatever it is that you want to do. Page of Wands is you the opportunity. So this is something new on the horizon for you. Both these cards are looking towards the future. This is where you are looking at the past, but this is where the card is very futuristic, and this is also the next card. So you are moving on, Aquarius, whatever it is that you have experienced. This is where you are again taking a leap of faith, meaning taking steps to uh, eliminate distractions and create space for something new. uh, you know so for some of you guys, you may not know how this is going to pan out, and maybe you won't be able to see, you can't see the future, of course, right? But this is where you are making decisions from a place of good faith and expecting only the best and taking some calculated risk, and then moving forward with something. However, be very clear about what you want, though, before making decision and before going with um, signing up for anything. This is also where you are listening to your heart and your inspiration. um, so again, you may not know what to expect, how to um, how things are going to pan out. Maybe there are no plans, but this is where you are just letting your inspiration guide your path. Okay, this is you moving into new energy, very youthful energy. So, again, it may have something to do with friendships, siblings, you guys doing something together, or it could be a creative project which is something that you are very excited about, something that you are looking forward to. And then you are ending the month with Eight of Cups. This is where you are taking that challenge. Yes, it may feel like an uphill journey, but um, sometimes, something that you are really passionate about, something that you really, something, it's your heart is there. So when that happens, then it will be possible for us to move mountains, and then it won't feel like a Herculean task. Uh, so it's important to know what energizes you. So whatever it is that you are taking up, it feels like maybe this is something that energizes you and inspires you. So that's the reason why you are taking it up. But before you begin that journey, it's important to know why. Knowing your why is important, because that will help you stay on the path when times are tough. When you come across some challenges, you can remind yourself, okay, this is the reason why I am doing it. And that will help you find that energy, that inspiration, so you can keep going despite challenges. But on the other hand, for some of you guys, it may have something to do with communication. And this is where you are staying detached. You are keeping your distance. You are staying away from something. You are leaving something, releasing something here. There is a new opportunity. So for some of you guys, it could be that you are taking up a new opportunity and you are letting go of something here. All right, now let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards for Aquarius for November. And in November, we have two retrogrades happening. The Mercury is going retrograde, and then Jupiter, the planet of expansion and growth, is also going retrograde. So, retrograde is a chance for us to go inward and find that. A time for us to balance our own energies and um, find clarity around our intentions, our motives, things like that. What is it that we want to do? Why we want to do something? It also has to do with past. Mercury retrograde is also about past, and you may come across like people from the past, situations that you had to deal with in the past, and that is a chance for you to look at something in a new light and respond to them in a different way, so you can break out of the patterns. Okay. And with Jupiter being the planet of expansion and growth, you might come across some setbacks, some delays, but again, these are temporary phases. And with Three of Wands here, this is slowing down to speed up, Aquarius. So sometimes it may feel like things are not going the way you had expected. There are delays, there are roadblocks, and sometimes it may feel like you know you are making huge progress. So work with this energy. It also has to do with how you are feeling, the mood swings, emotional ups and downs. So again, when that happens, it's about reminding yourself what you are grateful for. So finding that balance, practicing gratitude is important, because even the things that are hurtful, there is also a blessing. So that is what you are focusing on the brighter side of life, a positive outlook, uh, you know staying positive and optimistic, finding opportunities in challenges. Okay. Spirit, please give us a message for Aquarius. What do we need to know? What do we need to be aware of? This month is all about guidance, you know, guiding others, being a source of strength and inspiration for others. A great new opportunity is also coming your way, and you are asked to face your fears. Aquarius, what are your fears? Face your fears, face your challenges head on, and move forward and fulfill your dreams. You are connecting with someone. Environment, you have Knight of Cups. It could be you reaching out to someone, or someone is reaching out to you. So there is it could be friendships, a conversation is happening there. But with Hierophant, what I want to say is, stay open to different way of doing things. Keep an open mind. Keeping an open mind is important. So know where you want to stick to your ideas about things, and where do you want to loosen your grip, release old beliefs that are not serving anymore. Aquarius. Aquarius, your message is the wishing well. Wow, it totally goes with the star card here. So this is wish fulfillment. You you know, so again, so for some of you guys, it could be resources, whatever it is that you are seeking is coming your way. So it could be guidance, it could be resources, um, it could be someone support, finding the right opportunities, connecting with the right people, things like that. So, again, keep your thoughts positive and optimistic. Yes, certain things are a little bit challenging, but you still want to program your mind to look for the opportunities, and keep telling yourself things are going to be okay. So, for instance, if it's your health, keep telling yourself, I am healthy. So say that in present tense. I am healthy, I am abundant, I have the right people in my life, I have everything that I need. I have the energy, I have the inspiration. So things like that. So affirmation always helps. Okay, let me read this out to you. Okay, this is the last card, 152. Okay, unexpected gifts. Ha, there you go. Gifts, presents, inheritance, money coming your way, help and support. Unexpected gifts, kindness, karmic jewels. It's said that in ancient times, women would sing and whisper into wells believing that the water would carry their messages from one corner of the world to another. This may sound like something from a children's fable, but in fact, several scientific researchers have theorized that water can be imbued with energy from our thoughts, emotions, and intentions. Wishing wells are found all over the world, and they mirror to us the great reverence held by our ancestors for Earth's fresh waters. Greek mythology says that the tradition of wishing wells began through the practice of throwing coins into uh, sacred well of the warrior Amphiaraos, who was a renowned oracle. The wishing well is a wonderful card that carries with it great blessings, gifts, and fulfilled wishes. When it appears in a spread, it's a sign that things are happening and that the realization of your dreams is likely to occur. Of course, any creation requires embodiment and action. So it's not a sign to stop moving forward your dreams in practical ways. So it's not a sign to stop moving towards your dreams in practical ways. Rather, it offers deep encouragement to keep going and to trust that all the groundwork you have already put in place is working. It can also be a sign that helpful people and are coming into your life to support you in creating your heart's deepest desires. Healing Waters affirmation. I receive all of the gifts that life has to offer me with an open heart and an open mind. I'm surrounded by kind, helpful people. Things are working out for me. I'm living my heart's deepest, most daring prayer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, this is exactly what I have been talking about. And so, this is where, yes, so whatever it is that you are creating, Aquarius, it may feel like it's a little bit challenging, but then the card is reminding you it's okay, take a leap of faith. If this is something that it has to do with your vision, so trust your vision. However, what I want to say is strengthen your commitment to yourself, your mind, your body, your spirit. So it also has to do with taking care of yourself, like sleeping well, watching your diet, exercising, consuming only information that is good for you, being aware of how you are spending your time, energy, and things like that. So it's about preserving your energy and strengthening yourself, your mind, your body. So you have the energy to take care of the things that are really, really important for you. So it's about, again, being aware of what's important for you, what's worth your time, your energy. So you can then you have the you can give it to your 100%. So this is where you are taking that leap of faith and taking some practical steps towards your goals. And whenever something challenging comes up, it has to do with affirmations. So if it's health, then it's about reminding yourself, I am healthy. So if it's like support, then this has to do with telling yourself, I have the right people in my life, I have the right resources, I have the right opportunities, things like that. So wow, so this is nice. Thank you for being here. And also remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. Take good care of yourself. And if these messages resonated, do support the channel by liking, subscribing, so we can grow together. And what else? Yes, take good care of yourself, and I will see you in the next reading. Have a magical month ahead. Keep creating.